from break. Back from break, yeah.
Back from break, or if this is your first time checking us out, welcome to Mobcast.
No.
It could be.
Hey, if they checked out part 2 before part 1, then fuck them.
Well, what? We're still gotta be conscientious to that scenario.
Hey, shut the fuck up. No, it's part 2.
Thanks for alienating anybody who wanted to watch part 2 first.
It says part 2. If it's part 2 of a multi-part podcast, then start with part 1. If you start with part 2, then that's fine, but you shouldn't expect an introduction. Why am I wasting my breath?
It's a podcast. You don't really there's no continuity here.
Christ, there's gonna be a whole cut edition too. God damn it. Yes, it's Mobcast. I'm Mike, this is Dave.
Thank you.
We were just here.
Thank you, Jesus. Just do it.
No, this fucking...
It takes 2 seconds.
That's the whole...
We could have already moved on.
That's the whole point of having breaks instead of new episodes, is that we don't need to start it again.
Well, we can start it again.
No,
it doesn't hurt anything.
We're not doing this for part 3.
This hurts the entire episode. This banter is hurting everything.
No, I'm making a point. I'm drawing a line in the sand, figuratively, not literally.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't have sand.
Figurative sand. Line. You do not cross. We don't need to introduce ourselves during part... It was a break. You understand? During the long cut, there'll be the intermission thing. And then it'll be like, oh, we're back. We took a piss. We had a beer. We're back.
It was still a nice pleasantry.
No.
Yes.
It's unnecessary.
It's not this is unnecessary. If you would have just let me say it.
It's like giving a Hanukkah card and a Christmas card to the same person.
Why not? You don't know.
Dave.
They might enjoy it.
Fucking got me off track already. We
nice,
just started.
They have nice, pretty pictures.
Oh, God. It's the same podcast.
You don't know their denomination.
It's the same podcast that we just did.
Who cares?
We're continuing.
Yeah, and?
Oh, motherfucker. Hi, everybody. In case you didn't know, welcome to Mobcast.
Thank you.
That we've been doing for the past fucking...
Thank you. That's all I asked.
I'm being sarcastic.
That's all I asked.
I'm not doing it again.
You did it already.
For Christ's sake.
Anyway.
What the fuck was I going to talk about? You threw me way off on this thing. You know, that's the problem with not being the solo host. Like, you got 2 people equally invested in the same thing. You've got someone who's dicking around in the other corner. It's like, hey, look at it. 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 I don't want to look at it. Look at it.
You are looking at it, though. You are...
How do you not?
You're looking at it with binoculars right now.
No, it's not that you want to look at it. It's that it's movement involved, and you can't not look. It's happening.
You're just impressed.
That is not it. Oh, my Christ.
Anyway.
Wait. We were going somewhere.
We crashed and burned.
It's going to be 20 minutes before the break, and we're only going to talk about this. No. We were going to talk... Right. Football. Motherfucker, you fucked me up. I had other things too. Not ADD.
ADD's a hell of a drug.
No, you fucked up. You fucked up. It's not ADD. And you didn't even have an old Rasputin from America.
Made it in America.
Made in America.
The Russians are taking over.
I feel like that's a statement on American politics right there. Old Rasputin. Russian beer. Russian dictator. Product of USA. It says it right on the bottom of the bottle.
That's how the Russians won the Cold War. One beer at a time.
I don't know that there was a declared victor, if anybody is saying.
It's like a bowling tournament, like there's a scoreboard.
They won the round robin. We're still going forward.
Russia only needs a strike to win.
Jesus Christ.
That's how all wars should be won. Bowling tournaments.
Fucking damn it. Wow, you got me fired up over something dumb. But seriously, shut the fuck up after the next
I don't
break.
know if that's more important than I got you fired up, the fact you got fired up.
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
I'd say you're at fault.
Okay.
Whatever statement that helps. Yeah, but fucking Christ.
20 minutes in, this is all you get.
Yep, bitching about openings to things that don't need openings.
Welcome to Mobcast. 20 minutes in.
Shut up! Stop telling them who we are! They already know. We started talking about football because football's been harder to get into as a Ravens fan just because they haven't been doing as well. But not just that, like, I feel myself kind of pulling away from certain activities and hobbies just because I'm getting more involved in my writing and things that I'm passionate about. But you get halfway through the season, you gamble a little bit, you play some fantasy football, and then, because in the beginning, it doesn't matter, you win or lose, you're like, well, it's the beginning, who cares? But then you're suddenly doing well in the middle, and you're like, fuck you, motherfucker, I'm gonna win.
Winning.
Like, you get competitive.
Yeah,
the competitive juices go around mid-season.
Right.
So the Ravens are only 4-4. You're still, they just won a big game, but they're still kind of, they could still be a horseshit. They could still be good.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere in between, to be honest with you, but you got us going.
Yeah.
We weren't feeling that into it a couple weeks ago when the Ravens went to London and played the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, this was a game they were supposed to win, right? Outright. Like, they're the Jaguars.
Yeah, I remember.
They've got a guy with mustaches for an owner. Like, you know how you hear mustache, and then you hear mustaches? Like, in old-timey text, where it refers to, like, the curled, like, real... This guy has mustaches. Like, it curls.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's like an evil train conductor. And we're supposed to go into London. The owner of the Jaguars is like an evil train conductor with the mustaches.
Where?
Just keep going. But the problem is, the Ravens went in there, supposed to win. Fucking, they were the mop. They wiped the floor, and the Jaguars were the janitor. They got fucked up, 44-7, I think. It was garbage. But, it started, we're just in disbelief, and as it goes, we're just like, fuck it, let's just laugh. I mean,
yeah.
You were there with me. Like,
yeah.
You've got a weird fucking look on your face.
No, I'm just confused by, I thought you were talking, I thought we were going to talk about the Jaguars game.
That's what we're talking about.
The Ravens only played the Jaguars once, right?
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah. You said they were in
London? London. The UK, Great Britain.
What? No, they were in Hogwarts, man. I think we might have watched different games, because...
We were in the same room.
They were clearly in Hogwarts.
I know, you're fucking with me, but...
No, what? No.
What?
Oh.
I don't get the joke.
What joke are you talking about?
The NFL's been playing games in London for years now. What the fuck are you looking at?
What the hell?
They've been playing games in the country
Is that like a new slang for Hogwarts? London?
Great Britain. The country that the United States of America won their liberation from in the Revolutionary War.
Hogwarts.
Oh my fucking god.
You mean the place with all the big castles and all the people that talk funny?
They've got castles and they talk differently than us, but that doesn't make them Hogwartsians.
Dude, come on.
What do you think was happening out there? They weren't chasing a fucking snitch. They were playing football.
Yeah, that's why it was an American game.
That's a fair point.
They don't play... they don't play the same game as the Hogwarts.
As the Hogwarts?
Yes.
What? So, is soccer or football, is that...
That's played in Mexico.
Jesus Christ. It's the most famous and popular sport across the globe.
Yeah. In Mexico.
I'm fucking hell.
I mean, dude.
I'm at a loss for words here. They
play Quidditch in Hogwarts, man.
When they showed all the footage, so they're showing the game. When you saw the game, you did see a football field with football players on it, right?
Yeah, an American game.
Normal people in the crowds, wearing jerseys, drinking beer, eating hot dogs, yelling.
Of course, it was a football game in Hogwarts.
Back away from the H word for just a moment.
H word?
Hogwarts, we're just gonna...
Like it's he who should not be named? Freaking Hogwarts, man.
Oh.
Dude, I saw... They showed
GPS
castles.
is searching for satellite signal now.
Yeah, and it finds Hogwarts.
What?
I don't get it. I don't know why you're trying to fuck with me on this one.
You fucking with me. All the aerial footage you saw of London, of Big Ben,
you mean the Hogwarts clock?
The River Thames,
you mean
of the bridges, of
The
of the
bridges that you-
double-decker buses that
Yeah!
you know for Great Britain?
The double-decker buses that get people to Hogwarts.
Have you only ever seen London through Harry Potter movies?
Dude, that's all there is. It's fucking Hogwarts.
Describe to me what you view Hogwarts as, especially from what you saw during that game, because it's a place in the world, in the real world, not magical world, not fairy tale.
It's the same. It's the world.
You were sticking with me so well tonight.
It's the world.
But it's not.
There's no difference.
What did you see that led you to believe this is Hogwarts?
It was Hogwarts. There's nothing else it could have been.
Why?
Did you see all the castles, the big buildings?
I didn't see any castles.
There were castles.
There was
They
not a
showed 'em.
single castle. There were some tall buildings that looked older than our buildings, but there were no castles.
Yes, they were. They were Hogwarts buildings.
Did you see fucking Professor Snape hanging out of a window somewhere?
I mean, he was probably, dude. He's a character in a book.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
He's a character in a book, just like the setting you're describing is a setting in a book.
Just like what? Fucking Huckleberry Finn? He actually existed? No, his ass. He was just a book character, but that took place in America.
It wasn't fantasy. It wasn't science fiction.
Yeah, it was. There was no Huck Finn. There was no Tom Sawyer. There was no fence.
So, okay. I'm just...
What? I don't get it.
I don't... You know,
I'm confused.
I've always presumed you to be a semi-intelligent individual.
I am, thank you.
Failing me now...
Why?
You believe that London is actually Hogwarts and that London doesn't exist and that Hogwarts is real. Alright, fine. You know what?
So what, is like London a new word for it? Is that what like Muggles call it?
See...
I'm sorry, I used the M word on...
This is where public education... The M word? The M word.
The
You
M
can't
word.
say muggles.
Dude! Stop!
Muggle!
Dude! I gotta censor this, man.
Dude,
are you kidding me?
Go! I just went
That is-
hard on the G.
That is
Muggle.
offensive. Dude, stop.
What do they like to be called?
Magically impaired, man.
Fucking muggles.
Jesus! I apologize to everybody out there for
No one
language.
listening, if anyone's listening, has any idea what you're talking about. They understand the Harry Potter references you're making, but not in the real world. They're not... Muggles aren't real.
Dude, Harry Potter
Muggles, plates...
Dude,
that's
Harry
fake.
Potter is just a book based on reality. It's just they throw characters into the setting.
Yep. Alright.
There was no Harry.
Alright, I'm gonna lose...
At least I don't think.
God Christ. I'm gonna lose the battle of Hogwarts versus London. Sorry, audience. I will rectify this.
I guess it's what, Civil War or something? Hogwarts versus London? Because apparently London is a thing now.
How do you see that happen? Like fighter jets versus wizards on brooms?
Why would they have fighter jets and wizards on brooms? What kind of military are you thinking about?
I'm saying you just said a civil war between London and Hogwarts.
So why would they have fighter jets?
Because London has fighter jets. It's a real fucking place in the world. They have an army. They have an air force.
I think you're thinking of America. Or Canada.
This is the most straight-faced fuck with you moment.
I don't understand.
I clearly... Alright, fine. I'm just gonna go with it. It's Hogwarts.
Yeah!
Just don't fucking give me that look. Just acknowledge that I'm acknowledging something absurd.
Why is it absurd? Dude, read a book.
I've read a lot of books, and all
Yeah.
the books say you're fucking stupid right now. But, say it's Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Does that explain why the Ravens got upset? Like, they just got destroyed by a team they should have beat.
Magic.
Magic in what way? I mean, granted,
They just aren't used to it. I mean, when
the
have they been to
Jag-
Hogwarts before?
the Jaguars
said-
have played there many times, I guess.
Exactly. They said the Jaguars play there all the time. They're
Yeah.
used to the magic.
used magic.
They didn't know what to expect. The Ravens had no idea what they were getting into.
Is that why they suck in the States?
Yes.
Because they're magical and they're out of magic?
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly right.
How does the magic get infused into them or through their helmets or what happens?
They just have people that...
Do they have magical balls?
No. Wands.
You watched the game. They didn't have wands.
They didn't show it.
Did the coaches have wands?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking Christ.
Or at least the owners.
Give me an idea of what it looks like to see an owner with a magical wand controlling a game.
I don't know. I didn't see it because they won't show it because that's against the rules.
What do you think it looks like?
They're just out there.
Your imagination is so full of the fact that this is Hogwarts. I need to know from your words. How do you picture that happening? You truly believe it. You've got to tell me how you picture this happening.
I mean, they know what they're doing. They know the spell that needs to be done.
Physically, describe
Physically?
how Jerry Jones would look using a wand to control his team.
I mean, he'd just be fucking out there waving his wand. I don't know. I don't know the guy personally. I don't know what spells he knows.
What would that remind you of, seeing this guy do that?
It would probably look like anybody waving a wand.
You're talking about it like it's a normal thing.
It is.
It look like a composer,
Yes.
Painting a masterpiece.
Probably.
Would he look like someone losing his shit at Wii tennis?
I just...
Motherfucker! No! Like, is he controlling the running back, the quarterback? Is he controlling all at once? Does he have double wands?
I mean, you explained to me why the Ravens got stomped by the Jaguars in Hogwarts.
I was joking. I was joking.
You explained
because I thought we were joking.
Explain to me how that happens.
Son of a bitch. Alright, how it really happens is they went in unprepared and they were jet lagged.
Oh.
That's how it really happens.
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
Jet lag.
It's called jet lag.
Jet lag.
That's called being ill prepared to play outside of your...
They were ill prepared for the magic that they hit.
Jesus Christ.
And
I know I joked because when you mentioned Hogwarts during the game, I thought you were fucking with me. And
no.
You're like, oh, look, it's Hogwarts. I'm like, haha, I get it, because it's, the Harry Potter setting is Britain. And you just laughed, so I'm like, okay, he's laughing with me, but... So then I took the joke farther, and I said, oh, it's like they're muggles in a magical world. The Ravens are just muggles, and they don't have the magic to compete. And you laughed, and I'm like, haha, they'll never catch a snitch. And that was a joke.
No.
It was the end of a joke.
No. That was what was happening. What?
So, what were the Ravens?
I'm not saying it on air.
It's not a real thing!
It is a real thing! I'm not saying it!
Jesus.
Gonna get us thrown off of YouTube.
It's not like we're saying faggot, we're saying muggle.
Stop saying that word! Stop saying the M word.
Faggot?
I don't care about the F word.
It's muggle. It's fucking muggle.
Stop! I'm not censoring.
I'm gonna gargle it!
I'm not to censor the crap out of this episode.
You better fucking not. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Well, I mean...
I'm sorry I'm gonna put a disclaimer at the beginning of this. Any muggles... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it! Jesus. Get enough beer in me, I'll say anything.
Muggle.
God. You're a dick.
Batman Squirtle's laughing at it.
Yeah, well.
Right now.
Still.
It doesn't matter. I mean... Your explanation's retarded, and that's fine.
What?
Just... But... We watched the game, and it was hard to watch.
Yeah.
To a point. Until the point we realized they can't win. We had different reasons for believing this, but it got to the point where we both believed they couldn't win for different reasons. And we went, well, we should still enjoy ourselves. We're not going to stop watching them in London/Hogwarts. So, we just started kind of rooting against them. We're like, we want it to go as poorly as possible now. Just fumble it every chance you get. Just accidentally go, oh no, and pop it up in the air. Just do everything funny.
Yeah.
Make it entertaining again. And they did.
Yeah,
they didn't fail. They made it very entertaining. But they've used that as a lesson. They've since bounced back. They didn't bounce back the next
Jaguar
week.
Wizards were on point, man.
They were the Jaguars, but that's fine. Just the Jaguars.
They really hurt the Ravens pretty bad.
Yeah, they did.
They went in. The Ravens went in very unprepared for those Wizards.
They went in unprepared for the travel to another country, and
I mean, maybe.
fucking Christ, they did. I mean,
really? Like,
so,
I've been on a plane.
I mean, I get it. If they were playing Quidditch,
why would they play Quidditch? They're playing football.
If they were, from your standpoint,
they don't train for Quidditch.
It's a metaphor. It's an analogy. Whatever you want to call it. It's like the Jaguars were on broomsticks and the Ravens were on Swiffers, and they were playing Quidditch. And the Ravens, they had too much drag with the Swiffers.
That's true.
And the replacements would fall off.
Okay.
And they just couldn't get to the snitch, which was scoring.
Yeah, I mean.
So, I mean, if you want to make a comparison, sure.
Yeah. The Swiffers would be very
Ineffective?
extremely ineffective.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
I mean, it could work, but there'd be crazy amount of drag.
I'm gonna go ahead and...
Especially the vacuum ones.
Can we... So, is there any way I can get you to come around to understanding that London's a real place? I can show you a map.
I mean, if that's like...
I can show you
if that's like the ghetto slang for Hogwarts,
no,
I mean, missed this part.
I mean, Hogwarts is an entirely fictional place.
No. Hogwarts is on the other side of the world.
Other side of your mental map.
What?
Okay.
On the other side of the world.
So what you're saying is there's no way I'm going to convince you that you're wrong.
No.
Even with Google satellite imaging and history, but like anything I can pull up online that says London's real, Hogwarts is fictional, you won't believe it.
Dude, 4 years of 9th grade taught me that Hogwarts is there. You're not going to teach me otherwise.
You do have more experience in 9th grade than most people.
Thank you. Hogwarts.
Alright, well, if that's the case, then we're going to have to take a break. Hopefully we have decided on good intermission music or commercial. Something will be there. If not something we created, then it'll just be some generic thing that we won't get flagged for. Some like.
And while we take a break, I'll show you the Quidditch match of 1944.
Oh, Christ, right after the World War.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I hope there were no Nazis flying.
No, they weren't allowed.
Their brooms were made of Jewish hair.
Oh, that's... wow.
Muggles!
God!
Alright, and on that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Alright.
Catch us shortly.
Later.
Back in my day, podcasts were good.
Oh my god, that might be perfect.
Yeah. That was it.
Let's listen. Oh god, that might have been perfect on the first take. Thank you.